turn up the it ain't nobody fresher. I'm in Mason, Martin Margiela on the table screaming. The other side they jealous. We got a banquet full of. They got a table full of fellas.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. We welcome you this Thursday evening. Hoping you're having a good one and are as excited as we are for this one. Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr joining me in the booth. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Hart. Take a look at New York. They're facing a lot of challenges, fellas, in this upcoming part of the schedule. They're faced with a lot of tough battles away from home.
Checking out New York, they've been totally out of sync at the beginning of this season. They still haven't found their identity. They don't know who they are and what they do best.
I have no idea what they are either, Clark. I mean, this is a team that really is just kind of hard to figure out. And I think they may have to make some changes to try to get themselves going.
And now, State Farm presents New York's starting five. Inside the dynamite combo of Amari Stoudemire and Tyson Chandler. Amon Shumpert is out there with Williams, and it's Brewer in at the 3. And for Cleveland, there's the dish to Thompson. Feeds to Irving. He dishes it to Thompson. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That is his first foul of the game.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
On defense, the Knicks. It's a three-point game. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Irving kicks to Thompson. 4 on the clock. Releases from 15. Can't hit. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And not to discount defense, guys, but it was their effectiveness offensively that allowed them to finish that game out.
Yeah, spoken like a true sharpshooter. The battle at that end of the floor, which they won easily, really told the story.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Clark. Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, you got to like the free throw shooting from this club all season long. They're shooting 81%. Those are impressive numbers.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's taking care of business at the line, and you expect nothing less from him. Of course, a terrific shooter from the stripe.
Pulls it from the elbow. New York, no good that time either. And here's Cleveland, and against New York here for the second time this season.
Well, they rolled them in that game, and it was mostly due to the big rebounding advantage they had.
Into Noah. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Made that one look easy, didn't they?
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And I'll bet they're still not sure how they lost that game, guys, or at least that it wasn't a little closer anyway, because they got some good performances out of a few guys.
Yeah, you know what? That's one of those games where you just have to tip your hat to your opponent. Give him credit. Give them credit. They played a terrific game.
Steve just mentioned their rebounding edge in that last game, Clark, and it really was a big one.
Kevin, I mean, they were in complete control of the boards, and there's no question that was the overriding factor in the game.
Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score.
6 on the shot clock. Washington, headed by Shumpert. Chandler with the rebound. The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brewer pushes to Shumpert. The Knicks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Well, you take a look at the numbers, guys. They're shooting 74% on the season.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year.
Oh, my gosh, I just got that.
But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Now the pass to Stoudemire. Over Irving. Williams passes to Stoudemire. Chandler's shot. Good. Chandler's got 5 points so far.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
That's good.
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, a bit ago, Byron Scott and I were able to chat. Defending Amari Stoudemire is always a challenge, but Coach said he's even tougher now that he's developing his back-to-the-basket game. He said Amari can drive, shoot, and now post. He's going to get his points. We've just got to do our best to keep him away from the rim and deny him second-chance opportunities. A tall task, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Now, here is Irving. After the miss from Tyson Chandler. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Chandler with the defensive effort. And there's the feed to Shumpert. Uncovered. Thompson with the rebound.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Irving against Williams. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Cavaliers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. 2 shots.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The kick out to Irving. Noah with a screen on Williams.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Pass to Brewer. Stoudemire left side. Working on Noah. They swipe it. Left side, Irving. Running shot. Gets it to go. And that ties it up. The Knicks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holmes. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here. Outside Williams. He kicks to Thabit. Williams up on top. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the drought. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kicks it to Irving. Left side Williams. The dive for the ball. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Lures checked in. The Knicks making a switch here. Irving for 3. And that one's good. Irving's got 7 points.
Well, he can shoot the 3. We know that. But I'm not sure that he does. I mean, they weren't anywhere near him on that possession.
Mirotic, the pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Mirotic. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Number 3. He's guarded by Williams. To the middle. Up off the screen. And Lure gets it to go.
See the pick there. Got him wide open all the way to the rim.
And the Knicks making a change here. Jackson's checked in. The Cavaliers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Take a look at the Cavaliers. And, of course, the New York Knicks. Not really any threat right now, as their record showing a lot more losses.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, they've been smack dab in the middle of the pack and just haven't been able to climb the ladder. They've been stuck in kind of a middling form.
Yeah, they've just sort of been hovering there in the middle of the pack. And, you know, this is not a very exciting team, and I think that's a problem. I mean, you've got to give your fans some hope. And this team, to this point, just kind of ho-hum.
Here's Irving, following the score by New York. To the paint, Lure, right side Jackson. Here's Alexander. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Alexander's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how much do you love to see the big fella knocking down that 3 there, guys?
Williams against Irving. They set the pick. He feeds it to White. Pulls up on the elbow. Drained for 2 points. White's got his first points of the game. Knocked loose and stolen by Williams. Dishes to Nova. Pass to White. Over Jackson. And it's White missing.
It's clear they had one thing on their mind when they came out of the gate today. Rebound.
Yeah, and they've opened up the game with a pretty good margin in that area. Great sign for this club.
Now, here is Irving. He has 7. 5 to shoot. Outside for Jackson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Knicks trailed by 5. Here's Williams. And it's Lure with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 14-4 run. Number 3. Shot's good.
That's grace over power, guys. With that finger roll, gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
Got to find something, you're right. And the Knicks with possession here. Number 21. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. The dish to Irving. And it's blocked. Shoots a fader. No good. Knicks trailed by 7. So it's both teams making substitutions here. On defense, the Cavaliers. Here's Chen. A beautiful reverse layup.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
.156 left here in the first quarter. They set the screen. Feeds it to Thompson. Makes the lead pass. Cleveland moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Washington on the mark with the 15-footer.
Well, he's got the special ability, Kevin, to make shots while being heavily guarded. And I don't know how he does it, but he figures out a way to get the ball in the basket, even under pressure.
And you know, Steve, he's as level-headed a player as there is. If there's ever been an occasion when he's gotten flustered, I can't recall it. I've not seen it.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Cavaliers, fourth.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second free throw.
Oh, my God, I just got that.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Intercepted. And now the Knicks on the break. It's Ronnie Brewer on the wing. That one goes. Count it. Brewer's got his first bucket of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Outside Irving. Here's Washington. Cans it from short range. He has 5.
Defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Stoudemire. Over Thompson. Here's Irving. 7 points in the game. Irving gets a screen from Noah. Noah with a screen for Irving. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
8 seconds left to play in the first. And he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers on top, up 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Tune in next. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here. Clark, Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
So difficult to get a shot off against this defense. They are really playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and they pride themselves on making it tough for their opponents.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got him on Shumpert. Ronnie Brewer out there with Chandler, and it's Mirotic in at the 4 spot. Number 3. That is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 10. Shumpert with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Memphis. That's good. Shumpert's got 5 points so far.
Well, he can squeeze himself into the box score every now and then.
Number 15, covered by Brewer. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. He dishes it to Shumpert. Fades. Mirotic. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
You know, they're just getting hammered inside and really need to find a way to be tougher down there. They got to be physical. They got to man up in there.
I agree. I mean, you look at the points they're giving up. Most of them seem to be coming inside the paint.
And so here's Cleveland. They've led by as much as 10. Washington, guarded by Shumpert. A step-back shot here. And Shumpert pulls it down. Knicks trailed by 6. Leads him in there. Mirotic slams it on the run.
And that's exactly what you call a high percentage hoop there.
Sure is. The one-handed throwdown. Gotta love it.
Noah the screen. Chandler comes with the double team. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. There's the pass to Jackson. Cleveland moving it around. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 7. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Williams. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Steven Jackson on the wing. Picked by Okafor. Number 3 gets it to go from 8 feet. He's got 6. Knicks trailed by 6. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. No luck.
I would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
Mirotic covered by Okafor. Took him no time at all on that one.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Got a piece of it.
That's foul number 2, and I think he's got to be really careful not to pick up the third before the half.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Washington. Three-pointer, and there's the rejection.
I think he's capable of shooting the ball much better than he has so far. I don't think there's any doubt about that, guy.
Oh, come on. You've got to get the 2 points there.
Now, here is Irving. He has 7. Left side, Irving. Left side, Irving. Shot clock at 5. Over Williams. But they get it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. First in free throw percentage. First in lowest turnovers a game. And they're also number 1 in opponent field goal percentage. This is a team that prides itself on not giving up easy shots.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Clark, I mean, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense, and that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
Now look at the Cavaliers' upcoming schedule. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The Knicks have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Noah's checked in. Here's Irving. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Irving's got 9.
He is so good at working himself into the open spots on the floor inside that three-point line.
The feed to Stoudemire. There's the steal. Here's the break. Here's Washington, and he slams that one down.
Boy, they were not wasting any time on that fast break.
Well, when it starts with the turnover, that's the best time to get out and run. You can beat the defense down the floor that way.
Passes it to White. He kicks to Shumpert. From 15 feet away, and that one's good. 10 points for him.
Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here.
Irving kicks it to Noah. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know, he may not have the elevation or the hop. He doesn't need it, though. The big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys. Clark, you're right.
You know, sometimes it looks like it's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, he can put it down.
And it's Stoudemire with the jam. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Machine the beat. He's checked in for the Knicks. Brewer comes in for White. And here are the Cavaliers now. They've led by as much as 10. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Gives him the lead pass.
He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
Back to Stoudemire. Holmes covered by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Now Shumpert. He's got 5. Jumps up. Noah with the block.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape.
What a play. No regular dunk there. A superb alley-oop.
And it was a great pass, too, to set him up.
No, those two have such a great feel for each other. They're just fun to watch play together. Well, no doubt. I mean, we're going to see him take some three-pointers. That's what he does. He's a great shooter from long range. So defensively, you've got to keep an eye on him and close out hard on him, make him put the ball on the floor.
And let me take this time to also mention his scoring ability in the post. I mean, this technique on the low block is picture perfect. The footwork is exquisite. Everything else about it is impeccable, too.
On defense, Cleveland, after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. And Shumpert kicks to Stoudemire. 6 on the shot clock. Brewer's shot is off.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
Here's the screen. Kicks to Lure. The Knicks pull it in. Chandler's got 5 rebounds tonight. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Yeah, a lot of fans focused on that matchup for Detroit.
Now here's Williams. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. The Cavaliers, number 1.
We've talked about rebounding being a key factor in winning. Free throws and free throw percentage is another one of those key factors in winning. This team is the best in the league at making free throws, and that's one of the reasons they're successful.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. 6-point lead. He feeds it to Thompson. He passes to Irving. Number 3, started by Shumpert. And that one's good. He's got 8.
You can't fault what he's been doing out there. Some really impressive shooting.
The Cavaliers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
The Knicks making a switch here. Knicks trail by 8. Williams dishes to Chandler. Dishes it to Brewer. Pass to Williams. New York moving it around. Here's Novak. Cans the shot from the wing. Novak's got his second basket of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 6. The dish now to Lure. Number 3, covered by Brewer. Number 3, and he bangs it home with one hand.
How about that elevation? Man, some major hops and vertical there.
That's your point guard right there, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable, aren't they? Some of the best athletes in the world playing that position.
Amazing. These guys able to create and dominate.
And here are the Knicks now, following the score by Cleveland. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Here's what the schedule says for the New York Knicks and what it looks like. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of two straight at home.
Well, I'm anxious to see what ends up happening with that Bulls game. Should be a good one.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
I'm always impressed by big men who shoot free throws as well as he does. For some reason, they're a rarity.
There's the screen. Back to Jackson. Got it. Good job in the low post. 12 points for him.
He has taken over this game, guys. I don't know what else you can say about it.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the second quarter.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
White, he's checked in for Mirotic.
White.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Here's White. Gets an open look and hits. White's got his second basket.
Well, it was a dismal start from the field for them in the first quarter, but they're finally starting to turn it around.
Well, I don't think it could have gotten any worse, partner. I mean, you figure they had all their bad misses out of the way and should be good to go now.
Number 3. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
That's his first.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. First in free throw shooting. Third in fewest turnovers per game. And they also show up as a top 5 three-point shooting team. I mean, that's tall cotton there. Elite level marksmanship from behind the arc.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Clark, I mean, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense, and that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
Now here's Williams. Feeds to Nova. Lets the three fly. Good on the shot. Novak's got his third bucket of the night.
I tell you, they might have to make a defensive adjustment. They can't give him that kind of a look from beyond the arc.
He dishes it to Thompson. Right side Jackson. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
And a chance to go for the 2-for-1.
Well, we'll see if they can do that.
Chen, he's covered by Thompson. There's the pick. The kick out to Williams. Takes the three. Thompson with the rebound.
You know, as tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
They have a pretty good margin in that department, so they've got to continue to hit the boards hard. It'll pay off for them in the end.
Here's Washington, and he drains it.
Ooh-wee, Kevin. That was a big shot to extend their lead and send them into halftime with momentum.
And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers lead by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thursday is always a great night for basketball on 2K Sports, so let's look back at first half action. The Cleveland Cavaliers ahead against New York. A big game for them right now. A win here would move them into the 8th seed in the conference. Kyrie Irving is off to a great start. He's got 9 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. And for New York's angle, they've been grinding away. They've benefited from some excellent contribution from their bench, providing scoring in bunches when called upon. It's been a major advantage. Amari Stoudemire is getting it done through 2 quarters. He has 6 points and also collected 4 rebounds. And now a chance to make your selections for today's pick and win. And that'll be all for now. Thanks so much for joining us. The third quarter just about to get underway.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. The Cavaliers leading by 7. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Cleveland. Washington, guarded by Shumpert, the 17-footer. Brewer grabs the board. The Knicks shooting about 42% so far. Here's Williams, puts the lead pass in front of him. Here's Chandler. Noah with the block. Here's Washington. It's rebounded by New York.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Here's Shumpert. No luck. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And play stops as it looks like they call an over-the-back here.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Serving a screen on Stoudemire. The pass to Noah. Jacks up a 3. Gets the bucket. 5 points in the game.
Those are shots he shouldn't be afraid to take. He can make them.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Outside Williams. Williams gets a screen from Brewer. The feed to Shumpert. 5 to shoot. And Noah with the block.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And in this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
Good defense, but you got to love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Now here's Shumpert. Defense right on him. Brewer passes to Shumpert. Brewer up top. Some nice passing by New York here. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Irving kicks to Thompson. The kick out to Irving. Washington, guarded by Stoudemire. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. And you look at Brewer, 5th in the NBA. Very crafty player.
And this set of guys can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. And that damage isn't just limited to one part of the court.
Yeah, you kick that one right between the uprights, Steve. As small forwards, they're called on to cover a lot of distance at the defensive end. A lot of ground they need to cover. Those steals have come from everywhere.
Well, he's as smart as they come defensively. No matter who he's guarding, he knows what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and he forces them to do things that maybe don't suit their game.
And the other thing about him, his hands. A terrific asset of his. Very quick and strong. As a ball handler, he's the last guy you want defending.
Got that.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. And both free throws good for Shumpert.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now, here is Irving. 11 points in the game. Number 3, guarded by Shumpert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Noah. With the clock winding down. Number 15. Stoudemire grabs the board. Stoudemire's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Back to Williams. Passes it to Stoudemire. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Stoudemire's got 8 points. Williams against Irving. Thompson, a screen on Williams. Out to Thompson. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And here is Brewer, averaging 10 points per contest. Stoudemire backing him down. And that is good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
It's been said often that good defense leads to offense, and that's what we're seeing here with all these points off turnover.
Yeah, because the defense doesn't have a chance to set up once they've made that turnover, so they're really taking advantage in transition.
Irving with it. Williams picks him up. Irving dishes to Noah. Over Chandler. Noah's shot is off. Knicks trail by 6. Shumpert with it. 7 points in the game. Can't knock it down from the right block.
He can't find anything out there, and his misses are really hurting this team.
There's the pick. Back to Irving. To stop the drought. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 3rd in rebounding, 18th in three-point shooting. And when we look at the free throw shooting numbers, not very strong. Top 20 in the league. That begs for improvement.
And the rebounds really jump out at me, Clark, when we talk about all those numbers. I mean, this is a ferocious rebounding team. They're very physical, and they always take the fight to their opponent. They seem to own the paint, and when they do that well, they're awfully tough to beat.
Williams passes to Novak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And so he hits both.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach liked it either. Look at it. Look at that face.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
Special thanks to Sprite for that sweet replay. Knicks trail by 4. Kicks it to Williams. He passes it to Novak. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's Lure with the rebound.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
Knicks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Shumpert. He feeds it to Novak. Mirotic, the pass to Shumpert. Right side, Williams. Mirotic. The shot is off, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Right side, Irving. Here's Washington. They get the rebounds. So both teams changing it up here. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Williams. Pass to Shumpert. Inside. Fires. High post. New York, no good that time either.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Washington. In close, he hits it. 13 points in the game. The Knicks shooting in, I believe, 27% since halftime. They set the pick. Dishes it to Williams. Now the dish to Brewer. Just 5 on the clock. Mirotic the pass to Brewer. And it's Irving with the rebound. Irving's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They keep pounding him on the glass here in this one. Just a tremendous job rebounding the ball.
Well, that's half the battle. I mean, you go after it every single time. It's a mindset. You never assume the shot's going in. You've got to always assume the shot's going to come off the rim, and it's going to be yours.
Williams kicks to Shumpert. Feeds it to Thabit. He dishes it to Brewer. Deflected. Now Irving. He's got 16. Right side, Williams. And the Knicks miss again. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Outside Irving. Here's Alexander. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
So both teams making some changes here. Now here's Shumpert. 9 points in the game so far. Over Noah. And just miss after miss right now.
Right now, he's in a bit of a funk. I look for them to look at other options on offense.
Thompson is screen on Shumpert. Washington, guarded by Shumpert. Here's Washington. That's good. He's got 15.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Knicks trailed by 13. And here is Shumpert. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Shumpert off the pick from Stoudemire. Jumper off the screen. And that one's good, Shumpert. Shumpert's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's going to be important for this team to fight over the top of screens defensively.
Yeah, you got to tag him and stay right close to him because with his touch, he doesn't need much space to get his shot off.
Noah the screen. Washington. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Washington. Thompson dishes to Noah. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Thompson, a screen on Shumpert. Washington, guarded by Shumpert. The pass to Noah. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to look at some of the players that are contributing in areas you might not expect. The top rebounding shooting guards of the past month. You look at Shumpert, one of the game's best, 2nd in the league.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a 2-guard, you're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. I mean, you've got to have that nose for the basketball.
Number 3, guarded by Shumpert. 5 on the clock. Number 15, another 3 for Cleveland.
And the damage they're doing from three-point range here in the second half is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they're always a threat to spray home some threes now, but not like this.
Williams passes to Brewer. There's the feed to Stoudemire. He kicks it to Shumpert. Fires from the wing. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way.
Well, they say control the glass, control the game. They're definitely controlling the glass.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's been the case here tonight. Big lead they're enjoying on the glass.
Another open look hits bottom from outside.
Yep, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Williams kicks to Stoudemire. Back to Williams. Passes it to Shumpert. Outside Williams. He tries for 3, and that's not going to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers on top, leading by 17. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Coming up next Sunday night, the Washington Wizards take on Danny Granger and the Indiana Pacers. Big-time hoops coming your way.
Welcome back. It's time for the fourth quarter and time to check in with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke, to find out who had the Sprite uncontainable game. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, our uncontainable game in this one, the stretch by the Cavaliers. Something must have been said about defense at halftime because they came out and locked things up in the third quarter. A great effort on D, and it has them sitting pretty here in the fourth.
Okay, Doris, thank you. And that was quite a run, guys. That made a big impact on where we are right now.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say, Kevin. It was a major turning point. You know, they really hit on something that in the blink of an eye had them scoring almost at will.
Well, you've got to share the credit for that kind of run. I mean, you can't just say it was all about offense. There was some stingy, stiff defense being played, too.
And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Stoudemire. Williams is out there with the Iman Shumpert. Then there's Ronnie Brewer, and it's Mirotic in at the power forward. And so here's Cleveland. 17-point lead, their biggest. Number 15, covered by Brewer. Down low, here's Thompson. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th, so he's going to have to be very careful the way he plays and pick his spots here in the second half.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Knicks. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Now, severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Goes up at the stripe. They get it back. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Williams against Irving. Williams kicks to Shumpert.
He's been ice cold throughout the second half, really struggling to get a basket.
Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Offensive rebound, number 3. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Shooting in Cleveland, number 3.
And the first one drops. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for the Knicks. He hits both from the stripe.
That's amazing. They have yet to miss a free throw this half.
And as calm and collected as they look up there, I'm not sure they'll ever miss one the rest of the way.
Williams dishes to Stoudemire. Mirotic. Here's Chandler. Dunks it down.
Step aside, step aside. We got the big fella coming through.
That is a powerful brand of basketball right there.
Man, an amazing putback. You just love the effort from this guy.
Number 15. Blocked. Outside Williams. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Chandler with a screen for Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brewer. Shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Kicks to Thompson. To the inside.
Next foul ball. Shooting in Cleveland, Tristan Thompson.
That free throw good from Thompson. Both teams will make substitutions. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Knicks trailed by 18. Williams kicks to Shumpert. Beyond the arc. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Very poor shot selection there, guys.
Back to Irving. Right side Irving. Number 15. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Brewers got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Here's Shumpert. Gets it to go.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
He feeds it to Irving. Thompson, a screen on Williams. Outside Irving. Outside Irving. The 11-footer. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Knicks trail by 16. Shumpert with it. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Shumpert. Dishes it to Thabit. The dish to Brewer. He passes to Williams. Feeds it to Brewer. Knocks it loose. Here's Irving. Into Noah. A jump hook. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
I'm sure they're satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice shot that
time. Williams kicks to Stoudemire. Over Thompson. Can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Number 15, covered by Brewer. He dishes it to Irving. Over Shumpert. And Cleveland again with the bucket. Knicks trailed by 20. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Backs him down. Stoudemire setting the pick for Shumpert. Shot clock at 5. New York, no good that time either.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his point.
The Knicks making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. On the mark with the 15-footer. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
He's been a big part of his team building this lead. Another solid offensive effort.
Now Shumpert. Stoudemire setting the pick for Shumpert.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow. Boy, that is a tremendous jam. I mean, is he a crowd pleaser or what?
Oh, definitely. One of the NBA's best if you're talking about sheer power.
Yeah, guys who can throw it down like that don't come around very often.
The Sprite replay really gave you a good look at the action. Thompson, a screen on Shumpert. Goes for the alley-oop.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse, just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
And that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end, but then power on the end. And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Number 3, he's guarded by Williams. And there's the pass to Irving. Irving gets a screen from Noah. Steps back and fires. Again, the Cavaliers score. Here's Shumpert. Now the feed to Brewer. He kicks it to Williams. Chandler, covered by Noah. Chandler, the pass to Williams. Backs him down. Clock at 4. Shot from the wing. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Noah's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Number 15, covered by Brewer. Passes to Irving. Over Williams. And it's Irving missing. And it's the Knicks with the ball. 11 feet away. Williams' shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Kicks it to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. He feeds it to Irving. The tray. Again, Irving missing.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Stoudemire, covered by Noah. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And it's good. Irving's got 15 points in just the second half.
Now, it's hard to set up your D when you've just turned it over at the other end.
Yeah, a lot of points have been given up here, Steve, by way of turnovers. And their defense has just been short-circuited by their offense.
Number 3, Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stoudemire left side. He trains the quick shot. Stoudemire's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
Number 3, guarded by Shumpert. Clock at 6. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. And for the Knicks, they're shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. And here's the fast break. Number 3, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for Cleveland, number 3.
That free throw, no good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he sinks the second. The Knicks shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Now here's Shumpert. He's guarded closely. The Cavaliers leading by 23. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Number 3, guarded by Shumpert. Vicious to Lure. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Now you can put this one in the W column. I mean, this is locked up now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they closed this game out exactly like they needed to.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Chen. Gets it to go. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. To the middle. Stolen away. And now the Knicks on the break. Number 21. Pass to White. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, he cut into the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a difference.
They're making this a runaway.
Now, the only question now is how big will this lead eventually become? I mean, this is a blowout.
Five on the clock. Down low. Lure. And the shot is good.
Doesn't look like they're going to take it easy on them down the stretch.
It certainly doesn't look like it. I mean, they're still aggressively attacking the basket and putting up points. .26 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Holmes. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Steve, they are in complete control.
Well, everything they're doing, Kevin, has been working out. I mean, the game plan was solid, and they are executing out there. And this one is just about over. It's going to be an easy win for them in the end.
Yep, I think they can just about put this one on cruise control for the last few seconds here.
White. Good.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. How much to be critical of at this ring, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people think that they don't. But